Today we'll talk about the current state of our local real estate market.
Hi there, we're Denise and Marc, a husband and wife real estate team in the Greater Moncton area. So let's get right to it. We get asked this question all the time, and that is, how's the market these days? Well, the answer is that we're still in a seller's market, but bordering on a balanced market. One of the key indicators to help us determine what type of market we're in is the months of inventory. It's a measurement we use where we ask, if there were no new listings as of today, how long would it take before we run out of inventory? If the answer is between 1 and 3 months, we're considered to be in a seller's market because inventory is low. If the answer is between 4 and 7 months, we're considered to be in a balanced market. This is the sweet spot where neither sellers nor buyers have a significant advantage. And if the answer is 8 months or more, we're considered to be in a buyer's market because that would tell us that there's an abundance of inventory and more supply than demand. We're currently sitting at approximately 3.24 months of inventory. So we're still in a seller's market like we've been for the last few years. But if sales were to unexpectedly dip, or if we had a sudden surge in listings, we could move to a balanced market.
Looking at prices so far this year, the average price of a detached home is just a little over $350,000. We've been in that range for the last 6 months, so I think that's where we're going to settle for a little while. The average price of a semi-detached home is right around the $345,000 mark, which we've again been floating around for the last year. And that on average is about $20,000 more than what they were getting last year at this time. So even though we're not seeing a decline in the overall average prices, it should be noted that we are in fact seeing some price reductions regularly, particularly in those price ranges above $600,000. I think part of that is the higher interest rates, which is reducing buyers' budgets, but also the bigger factor is there's been a slowdown in migration to our region from other higher price markets.
Is it a good time to buy, sell, or invest? That's a great question. Let's first talk about selling. Like we talked about a few minutes ago, we're still in a seller's market, so that alone is certainly a good thing. But let's look more closely at why it can be a good time of year to sell. Many homeowners choose to wait until spring to list their homes, which can work in your favor. With fewer properties on the market, you'll have less competition. And while it's true that spring is very busy, it can also bring out buyers with spring fever who might not be super serious. People who are shopping during this time of year, and particularly around the holidays, are often much more serious. They might be relocating for work, going through a major life change, or have a specific timeline in mind. Winter and the holiday season can also provide an opportunity to showcase your home in a cozy and inviting light. Staging your home with holiday decorations can create a warm and welcoming atmosphere for potential buyers.
Now, if we talk about buyers, the same can be said about competition. Many buyers prefer to house hunt during the spring and summer months, so this could mean less competition for properties in the winter. This reduced competition might give you more negotiating power and a better chance of securing a favorable deal. And just like serious buyers, sellers who list their homes during the winter months may be more motivated to negotiate on price during the winter, especially if their property has been sitting on the market for some time. So job relocations, financial considerations, and other personal circumstances could drive sellers to close a deal more quickly. Winter conditions can also give you a unique opportunity to discover any potential issues that a property might have. So for example, you can assess how well the home is insulated, how well the heating system performs, and whether there are issues with things like ice buildup or drainage. The slower time of year usually means other industry partners who will be helping you through the process, like mortgage lenders and home inspectors, are also less busy. which can help speed up the process and make it less stressful.
And speaking of mortgage lenders, at the beginning of December, the Bank of Canada held the key interest rate at 5%. So although no one knows for sure which way interest rates will go, many economists are expecting rates to fall in 2024. One thing we can say almost for certain is that we won't see the low interest rates that we saw during the pandemic.
No, unfortunately not.
We are starting to see rates in the high fives at least. But if you can take advantage of buying in the slower season, even at a slightly higher rate than you'd like, as long as you don't lock in your rate for too long, you can always refinance if rates start to drop at some point.
Like many other provinces, New Brunswick has grown in the last few years. Moncton in particular has been a hot spot, making lists for the fastest growing cities in Canada, the cheapest place to buy real estate, and the best places to invest. So that combined with the large demand for housing continues to make our region among one of the best places to invest in.
So to wrap it up, our market is still quite healthy, and I think we'll see more of the same through winter and heading into the busier spring season. If you've been thinking about buying or selling, this might be a good time to take advantage during this slower time of year with less competition, stabilizing interest rates, and steady prices.
Hopefully you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.